Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a multi-dollar social media influencer?
We got fans out Atlanta. Come on, hit it one time. Debrief, call on my line.
This pink-haired influencer earns $11,000 a month, but doesn't exist.
There's no doubt that on YouTube right now, so many niches are overly saturated and influencers are trying to find something to make them different. This makes them to go out of their way and trying to find solutions in order to stand out. In the quest of doing something different, they end up getting into situations that have never been experienced before, but all in all, anything that happens nowadays, it's just on the book, and all this is believed on YouTube. If you find green niche, then you are sorted out. It's just like the world where if you find a problem, a big problem, and you find a way of providing a solution to the problem, then you're gonna be the richest person or one of the richest. But it's also true to say that influencers are all but the same. Like, they never change. The character trait of each and every social media person or influencer are just the same, because you're pushing something in order to get productivity out of it. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danny and I do a lot of Twitch content creation and also other social media platforms where I talk about other content creators and what's going on right now in the edu entertainment space. I hope you're going to enjoy this video, so make sure you smash a thumbs up button for this video. It helps it reach a wider audience out there. Also consider subscribing, turn on post notification, and with that guys, let's head straight into the video. Among these green niches that influencers are trying to find, one very interesting one is the pilot niche. And one would ask themselves, why are influencers going for the pilot niche? I've tried to look at this thing in different angles, and these influencers that take the pilot way, like, they obviously want to be different. Like, not so many YouTubers are doing the airspace thing, and not everyone can afford to do NASA type of videos, like the Mark Robot type of videos, to engage the audience while flying. It might be an interesting thing. I might as well tune in, like watching someone flying, because I'm curious. I want to know, how is a plane flown? And upon getting themselves in this niche, they would start, of course, by first training to be pilots, yeah? And after getting the pilot license, I'm assuming these people are financially capable of getting planes or sometimes hiring planes. Each and every cases that I've seen, many pilot influencers own a plane or co-own a plane. They just want to be cool and be different than other influencers. And this brings us to two cases that I want to talk to you about that has just happened in the course of the last 2 years, and one of them just being so recent. And even before going into this video, I first of all want to say my condolences to the family members and those who are affected, because I know it's usually a hard thing, like losing your loved ones. It's sort of sad to lose them when they are young or, you know, predetermined death. This is one case that involved a couple of Instagram influencers. There's these influencers, Maria Coogan, Anand Patel, Helena Legos, and Iris Rodriguez, and the pilot or pilot instructor Eric, and James, who is the pilot student and the co-owner of the plane. Now, James was doing an aviation, a pilot thing. He wanted to be a pilot, and he was not a fully made pilot. He wanted to hang out with friends on that fateful evening. Because he couldn't fly the plane by himself, he asked an instructor by the name Eric. Also did some conversation with the co-owner, who is anonymous up to date. There was back and forth whether to allow James to take the plane. It's pretty sad, because the plane, as alleged or as investigators say, that the plane was somehow overburdened with, like, you know, a plane has a certain weight that it can carry. And you see here, there are 6 people whom each and everyone has a sort of like luggage, and they somehow exceeded what the plane limit said. It's alleged that Eric was the one who flew the plane. It's alleged that the plane did not have enough trajectory, like, to fly, and some couple of feet there was a crash. It led to the fatal death of 6 people on the spot, and it's pretty awful. Another case is that of the TN Fly Girl. I know most of you might have encountered that, because that was the most recent one. Jenny Kate, the name of the TN Fly Girl, who is a YouTuber with over 20,000 subscribers as of this moment, who crashed with his dad, sadly, on the plane. Also condolences to the family, and I know this is a case that is ongoing. The investigation is ongoing. Jenny was actually a go-getter, a young person, a business owner. Like, she invested in a couple of businesses including homes. Jenny, just like James, also did the pilot thing. She purchased a plane. Jenny occasionally used the autopilot thing. I know most of the pilots do use it, but in the case of Jenny, it was actually so worrying because sometimes she didn't even know what she was doing. Like, there's a video where she was saying that she had actually switched something off and it was hard for her to get it on. She didn't even know it. She had the plane on autopilot and got lost. Like, she did several 360s. Luckily for her, she found where the plane had taken off and where she was supposed to land. Most of the time she used to fly with dad, trying to fulfill the spirit of adventure. Just like any other normal day, also Jenny went out there, flew, was recording for YouTube and Instagram, and ended up just crashing. Now, in my explanation of these cases, I might be somehow brutal, but at the end of the day, we come to this: like, these pilot influencers are obviously underexperienced, and I think that if you are underexperienced in a certain field, you're supposed to do it slowly. Like, you're supposed to do it like gradually, not hurrying things that you just want to show to other people, like to make you cooler than them. And actually, this is where it brings me to a point where these cases could be avoided if these influencer pilots could actually engage the advisory bodies, like in the aviation industry, until you are confident that you can fly without problems. Also, another thing that I think could be done to avoid such instances then and even in future, because this thing has already happened, is holding proper debriefs. Debriefs are actually helpful, especially if something has happened which is wrong and you just want to be honest with yourself. Like, you're gonna tell yourself, like, I wasn't supposed to do this and I did, so what am I gonna do the next time to avoid this kind of blunder or this kind of mistake that I've done, and how can I try to avoid it so that I can save lives of others or save my own life. Just taking accountability is what equates proper debrief. And it's not bad for people to try to branch out there and find green niches like pilot influencing. The question is, when is it the right time for one to consider themselves a pilot after they have finished their training? Why are these new planes bought by influencer pilot crashing? Are they not making proper checks? Like, for instance, the case of Jenny, she was too much obsessed or too much focused on the tech part of it. Like, she wanted to put everything on YouTube and she would concentrate on the cameras, like the GoPros and things. Like, am I taking the sickest shot so that I can edit in my YouTube video, instead of just concentrating on, you know, flying and make everyone that is on board safe? Let me know your opinion down there below. And well guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed this video for today. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for this video. Check my previous videos and the playlist. I insist on the playlist. Also check my incoming videos henceforth. And with that guys, let's meet in the next upload. Peace out.